Mm.
Something new. Stop, drop, shut 'em down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how rough riders roll. Stop, drop, shut 'em down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how rough riders roll. Snitches wanna try, snitches wanna lie, the snitches wonder why, snitches wanna die. All I know is pain, all I feel is rain. I cannot maintain with madness on my brain. I resort to moving silence like you don't know what I style is. New York so wild. My dogs is with it. You want it? Come and get it. Took it, then we split it. Damn right we did it. What you gon' do when we run up on you? Messing with the wrong crew. Don't know what we gon' do. I'ma have to show how easily we.
I'm on football now. Dolphins.
Nothing we can't handle. Break it up and dismantle. Light it up like a candle. Just 'cause I can't stand you. Put my on tapes like you busting grapes. Think you holding weight and you haven't met the apes. Stop, drop, shut 'em down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how rough riders roll. Stop, drop, shut 'em down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how rough riders roll. Yo, it's y'all people crazy? Be crazy, stop acting like a baby. Mind your business, lady. Nosy people get it too. When you see me spit at you, you know I'm trying to get rid of you. Yeah, I know it's pitiful. That's how get down. Watch my get round. Make you suckers kiss ground. Just for talking junk around. Oh, you think it's funny? Then you don't know me, money. It's about to get ugly. Whatever, dog, I'm hungry. I guess you know what that means. Come up off that ravine. Don't make it a scene. Give a dog a bone. Leave a dog alone. Let a dog roam and he'll find his way home. Home of the brave. My home is the cave. And yo, I'm a slave to my home is the grave. I'm a pull papers. It's all about the papers. Caught the papers in. Now they wanna stop, drop, shut 'em down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how rough riders roll. Stop, drop, shut 'em down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how rough riders roll. Man, look what you done started. Act written, you got it. Had it, shoulda shot it. Now you're dealing departed. Get at me, dog, and I rip. This one here, I flip. No, when I kick, gonna be some slick. What was that look for when I walked in the door? Oh, you thought you was raw? Cause now you on the floor. Wishing you never saw me walk through that door. With that. Now it's time for bed. Two more today. Got the floor. Yeah, that. Another unsolved mystery. It's going down in history. They never did to me. Can't get to me. Got to make
It's week one of the next history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Dolphins and the Pats. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
On the home of many a title run and one of the NFL's most successful franchises, you're looking live at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Well, Brock, we saw week one begin on Thursday night, and now two more teams get their season started here on Sunday. He's Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott, and it is very important, partner, for both teams here that their seasons begin on a strong note.
Yeah, this is the week where I really can't take myself back to that locker room, to week one across the different seasons. And whether it was high school or college or pro, it was the same feeling. Right? It was hope springs eternal. Even though it's the fall and the calendar's turned and it's week one, you're so hopeful of what lies ahead.
Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And we're off and running from Gillette. His return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. Leading them out, someone with a big arm and a field general's mindset, Drake May.
Kid, I really think this is one of those moments where every starting quarterback in the opener, right? Week one, all has a sense of gratitude. All has a smile on their face. You're one of 32 guys on the planet to get to start an NFL season, and you want to make the most of that chance.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. May will throw to get us started here. Finds his man. It's DeMario Douglas. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
On the carry, here's Damian Pierce. Across the 45 and still going. Now after the play, looks like we have something banged up. What we hope is it's nothing major. Don't want to see a serious injury less than a quarter into the season. New set of downs for him from the 46. To the air on 1st down, May. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Dolphins got it!
Holding offense.
So that was holding on the offense, and a quick declination from the defense means this stands as a turnover. 1st and 10 from the 41. Wilson now from the gun. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That is not a good omen at all. You spend so much time, Kate, on the first 15 plays, and that first play, you've rehearsed it in your head over and over as a quarterback, as an offensive line. You never, ever want to go backwards, have such a negative play, but now you got to flush it and quickly move on.
Well, not what you like to see. Still just in the opening quarter of the season, and they have an injured player out there. Let's hope it's nothing major as he gets looked at. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. Has some space inside the 15. And he is all the way ahead to the 13-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Staying on the ground here with Achane. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal. Achane takes it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. Sanders all set to send it away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. New England taking the field. Its 2nd series of the game coming up. They gave one away on their 1st drive of the season. Now it's time to get one back with a touchdown on drive number 2. Pierce up the middle. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's May. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Now the first carry of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
And defenders are there to get him at the line. Brought down that time by Kendall Fuller. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. May now from the gun. Has his man. It's Mixon. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Now he starts from the 6. And he gets them what he can, but still pretty deep in their own territory starting out. Now after the play, it looks like we have somebody banged up. What we hope is it's nothing major. Don't want to see a serious injury less than a quarter into the season. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Russ now from the gun. Chased out to his right. He's running with it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Here's a chain up the middle. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got Smith. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. They'll stick with A-Chain. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Christian Barmore with the play. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. Neither side separating much so far. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Tracked down by Robert Spillane. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. On play action now, Wilson vacates quickly left side. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Aubrey puts it through. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
It depends. Best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Sanders all set to send it away. Return starts at the 9. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Patriot offense making their return to the field. And they are really starting the season off with a banger of a contest here, Brock. A chance to measure up against a division rival, and this win could be an important one to have in hand in just a few months. This one finds Polk. He will go! Touchdown, New England! The Patriots start to fight back with their first points of this game. Jalen Polk, the touchdown! I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And the Patriots cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. On the return, here's Tyreek Hill. He's got a lane up past the 30. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. Their first drive of the new campaign netted a field goal. Now let's see if they can bump that up to a touchdown on drive number 2. They'll start the drive with Achane. And he found some running room for a nice gain. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Achane again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there. Reset it back to first down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out in 3rd and short.
And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Achane on the inside give. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Shotgun snap for Wilson. Taken in by Smith. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Christian Gonzalez getting there for the tackle.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. And we haven't even hit the break yet, but already we're looking at this likely becoming a 100-yard game for him in the very near future, and expect more to follow after that. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's a handoff for Achane. He still has room inside the 30. And he has it down to the 26-yard line. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Achane. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
So now they're going to throw with Wilson. Forced out to his right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
This guy, Kate, he really is good out there. He's skilled when it comes to getting outside the pocket, which makes it all the more impressive. They contained him so well when he was clearly looking to generate something with his legs.
Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect. First time this game they've looked to him. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Aubrey puts it through. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Sanders all set to send it away. Has this at the 6. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. The New England offense running out now. They're 1 for 1 so far to begin the new NFL season. Touchdown on their opening drive. Let's see if they have 2 for 2 in them. First down throw for May. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
You're going to go play action, Kate. You've got to sell, sell, sell. If you don't convince that defense you're running it, or if it's a situation where you never run the ball, you really do leave your quarterback dead in the water, vulnerable against a defense who will storm right past that fake and right into that pocket.
We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Brought down that time by Kendall Fuller.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. If it's an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Complete beyond the marker. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
Here we go, shot. Bronco switch. Hey, check that.
And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut. Patriots trying to hustle everyone up to the line. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Goes for a gain of 11. And that's a New England first down. From the gun, it's May. Throwing this back in the end zone. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So it's second down coming up. Now a shotgun handoff to Stevenson. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down. May now. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Butker knocks it through. And that cuts the lead in half. Down to 3.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Crawley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Starting from the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Dolphin offense taking over late in this half. Holding just a field goal lead. Probably going to see them play it close to the vest in the time we've got remaining. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Wilson now, 1st and 10. Floats that one, but they couldn't connect. Trying to find his tight end. So second down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. He's on the move. Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a 31-yard play. And it'll be first down, Miami.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
That play good for 17 and a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Russ is cooking again. On the move, headed right. He tucks it and takes off. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Achane punches it in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins will add to their lead at the end of the half. Devon Achane with the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins make it a 10-point ball game.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Reload, alert, go.
Drops to a knee, and that pesky final second runs off. So we're to the end of our first half. That brings us to our first halftime of the new season. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to Orlando. Turn things over to our buddy Jonathan Coachman in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip of the year around the NFL. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. And it's the Giants who are out in front. Malik Neighbors, a touchdown reception. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Khalil Shakir, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. 17-3, the final score. It was Devon Achane who's had the strong first half. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go. These two teams heading out of the tunnel. We're ready to get back to it. For the call of the second half, here is the great Kate T. Scott. Kate, these two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
On now is Cook to kick this away. Washington now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Dolphins and this running back headed back out for a new series. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They run. It's Achane. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. Trying to work quickly now. Second down carry for Achane. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Kyle Duggar hauling him down. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. And the Patriots in the nickel for this 3rd down call. To throw, here's Wilson. Has the connection to right. And he's tackled for no gain.
I got to be honest, it hurts a little extra when it comes on third down, but it really doesn't matter what down it is. If a completed pass is stopped at the line of scrimmage, offensively, that's a failure. Defensively, that's a success.
Brings it in at the 12. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And the Pats will take over. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
To throw, here's May. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Go!
Back to the air. It's May. Polk makes the catch. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. Third and a lone yard coming up.
Top 70. Ready,
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
The Patriots have their punting unit out. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. He broke 50 on his first punt and looks to have done the same here. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That effort. And it'll be Dolphins football. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. Their first drive of the season, an uneventful one, led to a punch, so they'll try to get some new season magic going here on their second drive. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Marcus Jones ranging over for the stop. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. From the 37. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Absolutely crushed that kick, a full 70-yard punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense.
ready. Check, check. Roll, roll, roll.
This is Pierce. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
From the gun, a gift to Stevenson. Up the sideline, past the 40. And he's going to get all the way up to the midfield stripe. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's good for Patriots. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. And a man is there to knock that away.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Give him 24 on that play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down. Here's May to the air. Escapes the pocket. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And they'll try to build on that big stop. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. May to throw it. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Throwing is May. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Evan McPherson lining up the field goal try. Ball on the right hash, the distance 43 yards. Butker knocks it through. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Dolphins returning their offense and this running back to the field. And as some running lanes... They're out and set. 1st and 10. Here's Achan. And he gets up for a gain of about 4. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Kyle Duggar hauling him down. Give him only a couple that time. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Wilson on 3rd down. Complete right side to Washington. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Dolphins football. We'll see if they can close things out for a win. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Achan gets it. And he'll advance this down to the 38 on that run. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now Achan. And this one doesn't go far. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up here with Achan. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Room to run inside the 20. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be 2nd down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a 1/3 of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up. Wilson now from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. And he will go down. The Patriots make the play. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down.
Well, partner, I think this defense had enough. This QB has been getting out of the pocket and doing damage with his legs. But not this time. Great pursuit, great effort, and they're able to wrap him up for the sack.
Aubrey puts it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a two-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Sanders all set to send it away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's the pistol snap to May. Into the hands of Elijah Moore. And they'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes out. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. May on 1st and 10. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's May. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And the defender comes away with it. And the Dolphins will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice. Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays. Because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
Miami set to take over once again on offense. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Russ is going to cook here. Chased out to his right. As the open man downfield. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First down, here's Russ. Rolling left, buying some time. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the red zone. Well, when this guy's got it going on the ground, Brock, there isn't a more... And he has certainly been the most fun to watch in this one.
Yeah, he's been fun for you and me, Kate, but not this defense. You know, I remember asking Pete Carroll some years ago, is it harder than ever to play defense right now because of all the rules and regulations, everything else? He said, oh, yeah, and throw in these dual-threat quarterbacks, they're a nightmare as well.
And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. 2nd down now, 7 to go. A run now with Achane. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. Back to the well again. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. He gets 6 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Miami. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Foxborough. Dolphins looking like they'll start this season with a win. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Staying on the ground here with Achane. And he made a bid for it. It's a good gain that's stopped down at the 3. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. Achane again on 2nd. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense.
Offside. Defense.
Offense liked how that play went, so they choose to decline the penalty. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. Let's see what they went with on third down. Running it after the penalty. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Now the Patriots calling their third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Aubrey puts it through, and that pushes the lead up to 13.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game. It really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Here's New England ready once again on offense. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. To the air on first down. May fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Javon Holland comes up with it. And the Dolphins will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
The visitors back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. Here's A-Chain up the middle. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5. They'll stick with A-Chain. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Chan reels it in. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. Trying for it, it's A-Chan. And he's going to take this only to about the 31. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
This running back has had himself a day, but not on that play. Finally, a little bit of catharsis for everyone on that defense to keep him from the first and get a turnover, a much-needed turnover on downs.
First down throw for May. And the Dolphins are there to bring him down. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game.
2nd and 21 at the 20-yard line.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Another try following the sack. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. He's got it deep downfield. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So it's a win for the visiting Dolphins. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Dolphins, your winners. As with that, we'll sign off from New England.
wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels gotta change to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
I wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more.
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they're loving us no more. No R&R's, the bar is raised. If you know me, now I can bar for days. Nothing to prove, cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more?
I wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more. I wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more, see some, see some. I never mind if people change, I wanna try and heal my pain. How do you buy what can't be sold? How can you lie to me in my face, in my face, in my face, in my face, in my face? That's how still gonna keep the torch. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more?
I steep, broski got me. I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. It's that G, I keep it playing, so I put it on. She be in the she just made a beat. I got rolling over, speeding to the money like I'm running from the feds. Posted with my they say yeah. I'm like, whoa, see residuals, watch the money grow. I'm in flow, greatest story told, watch it all unfold. I'm like, whoa, reaping what I sow. Harvest getting bigger, they all froze. I unleashed my soul, now they taking pictures of it.
Eyes on the prize, it's my life sold up. 5:45, had the lights on us. Fries for the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She racing to me like an athlete. She took with the G's, then she know it. Yeah. It's eyes on the prize, I can't live life in disguise. Cause bro recognize I ain't gotta compromise. I keep it concise, the gang tight like ties on the industry advice. I'm outside with some good fellas and some nice guys trying to live life in the sky. We lit in real life, we don't pay to be verified. We just manifest, lay and grind on the rise. We defy the odds like it's nothing, time after time. God bless this eternal shine, yeah. Eyes on the prize, it's my life sold up. 5:45, had the lights on. Side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She racing to me like an athlete. She took with the G's, then she know it. Eyes on the prize just to see how far I go. Yeah. Shooting star, yeah, all over the globe. Hard work, all I ever know. So nobody could tell me I'm not wet my way and go. Yeah, I'm in my zone, yeah, through this microphone. The way they looking at me like they seen a UFO. Yeah.
I think he knows
like ice cream with Shanti playing in AMG. Let it rain on me. On my head, boys, I'm on my knees like that. Lord, please pray for me. Save your grace for me.
Say, boy, what you want? Get that. Shoot in my mouth, shoot in my and one. Okay, on the real, I'ma take his out. I'ma take him from his. On the real, I think he knows.
I think he knows. When I play with him like that. I think he knows. When I save him like that. He's wrapped around my pinky finger, watching the way I move. More power than on. And he knows it's true. When I play with him like that. When I play with him like that. Play with him like that. Then he's coming right back.
Trying to raise some morning sun. Got problems that I can't outrun. Missing every shot I take. Watch my chances always slip away. But I'm still counting my blessings. No matter how hard I'm stressing. Turn off the TV's depressing and let it go. I'll swing most times and I miss it. Yeah, you can call me sadistic. Pain keeps on coming to visit. I'm never home. Green light, go out and chase it. Bad vibe, I'm gonna shake it. Life short, time's what you make it. Even in the dark times, looking for the bright side. Even in the dark times, looking for the bright side. I don't need a dollar to know. Turn my issues into solid gold. I'm adding up my past mistakes. Getting richer from the mess I made. And I'm still counting my blessings. No matter how hard I'm stressing. Turn off the TV's depressing and let it go. Take yesterday and I kiss it goodbye. I'm not gonna miss it. The future's calling. I better pick up the phone. Green light, go out and chase it. Bad vibe, I'm gonna shake it. Life short, time's what you make it. Even in the dark times, looking for the bright side. Even in the dark times, looking for the bright side. When the skies are falling under, I hold my head up high. And if the storm begins to thunder, I'm looking for the bright side. Green light, go out and chase it. Bad vibe, I'm gonna shake it. Life short, time's what you make it. Even in the dark times, looking for the bright side. Even in the dark times, looking for the bright side. Even in the dark times, looking for the bright side.
Yes, them a look good in my tight little dress. Rock it up and me make the man them obsessed. Put in the work when we dance and we sweat. Dangerous when you get smooth like the skin on my face. Draw figure eight when we wind up my waist. Bumper and boom, we no need either weight. If you get it, then that's off the plate. Wanna run it up, run it up, all night, all night. If the lights went down, get your keep that baby. You wanna drop it down, pick it up, turn around, lift it up for you all night. Bet you wanna get some of my dirty love, baby. The boys them all want me, want me. Them gyal I get salty, salty. When we're talking spicy, spicy, it make you want bite me, bite me. You just want the flavor, flavor. 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 Come on, baby, what you tryna do? I'm tryna pull up on you like a drive-through. I wanna know if we rockin', would you keep it cool? Take trips and private dinners just for us two. Yeah, he buy me Givenchy dresses and feed me breakfast. Immaculate, loving when he show affection. The balcony, over like she's stretching. And I ain't never out like wrestling. Back on it. Got all these boys mad cause I passed on it. I'm a flop, come on baby, spin a bag on it. Yeah, we so extra, feeling like young in the rest. Run it up, all night, all night. If the lights went down, get your keep that baby. You wanna drop it down, pick it up, turn around, lift it up for you all night, all night. Bet you wanna get some of my dirty love, baby. The boys them all want me, want me. Them gyal I get salty, salty. When we're talking spicy, spicy, it make you want bite me, bite me. You just want the flavor, flavor. You just want the flavor, flavor. You just want the flavor, flavor. You just want the flavor, flavor.
Count me in still up.
The broken glass of a bottle makes a Jagger rock. Right now I got two shaky hands, only one way to stop. And I haven't touched it for 7 hours, 3 minutes. Hardly up, already wanna quit quitting. Sweating in an old church basement, wishing I was. Never thought I'd say this.
Hello, my name's Jason.
And I've been losing myself, I've been losing my mind. And I've been standing in the rain just trying to stay. I was so ashamed to be in this seat till I met a man who was 20 years. He said everybody here's felt the same defeat. Nobody walks through these doors on a winning streak. Hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on. The broken man in the mirror can't look at me cause he's guilty. And I swear that the last couple months that tried to kill me. By the time I saw it coming, it was done with already. It's hard to run from it when it runs in the family. A problem with 1,000 more it's causing. Damn, it's exhausting. This is why I walked in.
Thanks for letting me share, y'all.
And I've been losing myself, I've been losing my mind. And I've been standing in the rain just trying to stay. I was so ashamed to be in this seat till I met a man who was 20 years. He said everybody here's felt the same defeat. Nobody walks through these doors on a winning streak. I'm tired of being broken. I'm sick of feeling hopeless. Way down here at my lowest, at the end of my rope. So what do I do? What do I do? And I've been losing myself, I've been losing my mind. And I've been standing in the rain just trying to stay. I was so ashamed to be in this seat till I met a man who was 20 years. He said everybody here felt the same defeat. Nobody walks through these doors on a winning